Hello and welcome to the third episode of the Mid-Afternoon Show. I am one of your co-hosts, Chris Pinola, and I'm joined here today by Michael O'Leary.
Hello, everybody. It's been a while, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been a little while.
Why did it take so long?
Well, there was a lot of factors. Both of us were in cross country, obviously. That was one of the factors. But yeah, we just haven't really been able to get in here super often.
Yeah, did you tell them about the intergalactic bears? That
What?
they're the reason that we couldn't shoot it.
Are you kidding with me?
No, they time traveled to us. They said, "Hey, you can't film the third episode of Mid-Afternoon Show."
When did they add that?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
It was very weird, but that's the reason why is because of intergalactic bears. They were the reason why we couldn't shoot this third episode of the Mid-Afternoon Show until the date is this November 16th.
That is correct.
Yeah, they said we couldn't film it until at least November 13th.
Okay. I'm glad we knew. I must have slept through that. I don't remember that.
Yeah.
But thank you for telling me.
All right.
All right, yeah. Anyway, yeah, in case you don't know about the Mid-Afternoon Show, our whole shtick here is that we have this wheel that basically has all our topics listed on it. And every time we spin the wheel, that has all the topics obviously are on the wheel. It's like a general topics about our major overlying topic that we have today, which is movies. We're going to be talking about movies today. Yeah.
Hooray. All right. Do you want to do the honors of spinning the mid-afternoon disc?
Spinning it?
We got to spin it. This is the wheel, right?
Oh, no, this wheel.
Oh, that wheel.
Yes, this one.
Okay.
I know. It's easy to miss.
Okay. Do you want to spin it first?
Sure. Let's find out our first topic.
All right.
Oh.
Oh, that's Mr. Mescachula that'll help us later.
Yes. And it looks like it landed on, is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
Ooh, that's a tough one. It takes place during Christmas, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Christmas time at least. Let's just preface this. Let's give some disclaimers. When was the last time you've seen Die Hard?
Never.
You've never seen Die Hard?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
I just know it's a very controversial topic.
Yeah. Well, I haven't seen Die Hard for a few years now. But I feel like it's an action movie at the forefront, I mean. But it is an entertaining movie with a lot of cliches, and it's got some funny catchphrases. But anyway, the underlying factor is whether it's a Christmas movie or not. And I think it's funny. I don't necessarily consider it a Christmas movie, Rudolph, Frosty, like that. But I think it's funny grouping it as a Christmas movie, so I've always called it one.
Yeah, because it takes place during Christmas. So if it takes place during Christmas, it should technically be a Christmas movie.
Yeah, agreed. It's lots of technicalities, and I would have to agree with a lot of those. I would call it a Christmas movie. Just to be on that side of the argument.
All right, we're pretty dead set on it. So according to the Mid-Afternoon Show, we declare Die Hard a Christmas movie. I'm going to go watch this Christmas season.
Yep.
All right, next topic?
Yeah, spin away.
Let's see what it lands on. Least favorite movie.
Oh, dear.
I don't know. There's obviously not so great movies.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm now thinking of it. I'm going to say one of the worst movies I've ever watched was Pixels.
Pixels?
Yeah.
That's which is kind of funny because that's one of the movies I've actually seen most in my childhood for some reason, because we had a DVD of it, and it was just one of those movies we would just put on randomly. So I have a lot of knowledge about that movie, which is not necessary, but it's a funny movie, but it's not that great.
Yeah. I know a lot of people say, I was going to say maybe Spider-Man 3, the original Sam Raimi one. I personally liked it. It was pretty good.
Yeah.
Actually, it wasn't pretty good. It was just maybe a 4 out of 10. But when I think of bad movies, the only two I can think of off the top of my head is Pixels and Spider-Man 3.
Yeah, I haven't seen Spider-Man 3 for a couple of years, actually. I actually don't remember it being horrible. It wasn't as good as the second one or the first one.
It was
second
just very
one's my
cliche.
favorite. Yeah. I like Venom, though.
Yeah.
I'm a pretty big fan of his, but
That's probably the best part of the movie.
yeah.
But what was it? Tobey Maguire dance?
Yeah.
It just came out of nowhere. It
Yeah,
was
literally. But kind of funny that it was just as random as it was, yet it became kind of a popular hit.
I can
Like-
also remember a bad scene from that movie was like, do you remember when him and MJ were in like that bar, and he just like started doing a random piano solo?
I do, yeah. I do remember that now.
Like what? He's like, oh, I'm evil.
No,
so
it was Venom.
It was Venom. Venom can play the piano.
Mm,
I don't know.
yeah, it is kind of weird. But again, I would have to watch it again to form a
Yeah.
better opinion, but I don't remember it being amazing.
Like The Amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah.
That's a reference.
I haven't watched those movies either. There's a lot of
Neither have
movies I
I.
need to watch.
Yeah, we should probably
Um,
do those soon.
That actually reminds me of like movie series that like has been like known to like get progressively worse as time goes on, but they've kind of had like somewhat of a comeback in like modern adaptations. But like the Michael Bay Transformers movies,
Oh yeah.
like I know a lot of people consider the first one to be pretty good, but like after that they just get like worse and
Yeah,
worse.
so kind of like Fast and Furious, Saw,
Yeah.
Halloween, like all those movies that like don't stop after like a trilogy, just keep going.
It's kind of
It's a cash grab.
yeah.
They're like, money.
I think the CGI though for the time was like it was ahead of its
Oh,
time.
no,
I feel like
definitely.
it was pretty good.
For which one?
Pretty much all of them.
Yeah,
All the
'cause, like, Spider-Man
especially
3
the
has
first
really-
Transformers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Transformers and even Spider-Man 3 had
Yeah.
really good CGI.
It was pretty good.
We saw a movie a few weeks back that hasn't been getting very good critic reviews. Would you think that's a bad movie?
Would that be Five Nights at Freddy's?
Yes.
Yes. I wouldn't. Well, I enjoyed it. I know it probably wouldn't be like a. I don't know, like a really popular with critics because like in terms of like being a good movie, I don't know if it really hit that mark in
No,
terms of
it-
like hitting people's standards.
Like-
But if you like the like Five Nights at Freddy's, I feel like you'd like the movie
I
for
agree.
the most part. I don't know.
Like, I'm not a big Five Nights at Freddy's fan, but when I watched the movie, I thought like some scenes were pretty cool. Like, I love how Jim Henson's Creature Shop. I loved how they did the animatronics, but overall the movie was like maybe like a 5.
Yeah, it was cool. It had its moments.
Yeah.
Personally, I was a fan, but I guess that would be like a movie I'd watched lately that I considered a bad movie, but I don't know. I liked it.
All right. Well, do you have anything else to say about this topic?
I think I'm ready to move on.
All right. Do the honors.
Here we go. And
Favorite Halloween/horror movie?
oh, okay,
All right. I went first on the last one, so do you want to go first on this one?
sure. All right, favorite Halloween movie. I know it's kind of like
I know where you're going
it's
with
a
this.
classic, but it's got to be Nightmare Before
Yeah.
Christmas and all. I've seen it every year, and it's just such a good movie. I'm
I
a
love
big
the
fan of
animation.
everything. Favorite character, definitely Oogie Boogie.
Mm.
Steals the show in a lot of aspects, but
Don't you have like an Oogie Boogie costume?
yeah, I actually made one a few years back
That's really cool.
with some help from my family. But it was, yeah, just I don't know. Our family's a pretty big fan of Nightmare Before Christmas, so I feel
Nice.
like especially my sisters, they really like it. So I guess a lot of that comes from them. But
I'm
yeah.
probably gonna have to go the same. I like Nightmare Before Christmas. I love the music from that. I don't even remember the last time I watched it. It had to have been a few years back. I'm not a big Halloween fan, so I haven't watched a
understandable.
ton of Halloween movies, but I'd have to say that one stands out a lot.
oh yeah, big fan.
Mm.
Now, what about horror movies? Because that's obviously not
Yeah.
necessarily like super scary, but
I do not like horror movies. You know this, Chris.
I do. Yeah.
All right, so
that's
do you
probably a
wanna
bad
take the
question to
floor?
ask.
Do you want to take the floor for that one?
Yeah, horror movies. There's the classics like The Exorcist and Amityville Horror. I would actually have to say, like in terms of like those old horror movies, like like The Ring and all that.
Yeah.
I'm more of a fan of like the actual like horror as opposed to like thriller or
Okay.
like slasher movies. I don't know. I just like the scary stuff, not
I
necessarily
agree.
the gore.
I don't like gore at all.
Like
so
I've
agree.
never even seen a Saw movie. I don't really intend to. I mean, I don't know. It's just not like, it's scary, yeah, but it's kind of not really what I look for in a horror movie.
I agree. All right, so what's your favorite horror movie? Sorry, I just zoned out.
It was Night Before Christmas. Whoa,
Horror.
yeah, horror. Sorry, I don't think I answered that. I would probably have to say Amityville Horror. That one was pretty good.
Oh, nice.
I remember the first Conjuring was pretty good too. But yeah,
I've heard that one's good.
I liked it.
Do we have anything else to talk about for the horror movie topic?
I'm good if you are.
Can I do the honors?
Feel free.
All right, let's keep going. We can get a bunch of these done. We're going pretty good for speed.
Lightning speed.
Favorite genre?
Favorite genre. Okay.
All right. I got to think about this. I like comedy. I feel like that's like a very generic one. I like sitting down a movie and laughing and not being able to breathe. I think that's a really fun concept of movies. But I also really like action. Like, it draws me in. I enjoy it. And action comedies, probably the best.
I feel the same way. I love like watching comedy movies, especially if you're with people. It just makes it even funnier. I feel like going back to horror, I feel like it kind of has the inverse effect. Like, it kind of not necessarily ruins the experience with horror, but it makes it less scary if you watch it with people. But anyway, I'm going off topic.
No, I agree with that.
But yeah, comedy movies with people especially are really fun.
Because like once someone starts laughing, then you're gonna start laughing, and they'll just like go in a cycle until neither of you guys can breathe.
But I really do like action movies, like like the big ones. I know you had mentioned Fast and Furious. Like, those are the classics. You got John Wick. Like the fourth one came out a few months ago. I actually still haven't seen that yet, but I love the first three. I'm a big John Wick fan. But yeah, can't go wrong with action movies.
Yeah.
Do you have an action movie in mind that you're a fan of?
Action movies? I just have to think about like the superhero movies. Like, down here we got some of the Spider-Man movies.
Oh yeah.
Just especially the Sam Raimi trilogy holds a special place in my heart. So when I think about action, I think of like some of those. Maybe not like the Michael Bay Fox explosions.
Yeah, like Transformers.
Not like any of that, but just like the cool fight scenes. I love those.
I agree.
But yeah, that's all I can really think about off the top of my dome.
I actually have another genre that I really like, which is like space movies.
Oh yeah.
And I can't help but like not to mention my my favorite movie in this category, probably one of my favorites of like all time, being like Interstellar. It's just, it has a lot of the things I like about in movies, and like it's just about space in general, like crazy like space concepts, like involving black holes.
I need to watch
and like
that.
Time travel and all that. It's cool.
It looks really good. Have you ever watched The Martian?
I have, yes.
That's
with,
a good movie.
Matt Damon.
Yeah.
Yep.
I remember it was like 2018. I was at a Boy Scout camp called Mass Jam. It's held every 5 years in Massachusetts. And I remember it's pouring rain, and they're like playing The Martian out. And it was like one of my only experiences with watching it.
Oh, wow.
It was both that, and I think one time me and my dad were watching like half of The Martian. It was like on cable, and we were just watching it. And I thought it was a really cool movie. I need to sit down and watch the whole thing.
Yeah, it is really cool, especially because like you get to see the parallel between like what's going down like back on Earth and like what's happening on space, like with the actual like, I forget his name, but like Matt Damon's character.
Yeah, I thought that was really cool. Feeling pretty good. Want to do the honors?
Sure thing. Let's let it rip.
Let's see.
Let's hope it's not a duplicate.
You jinxed it.
Yep, I literally did. All right, you can spin it.
Best cinema experience.
Okay, yeah.
I think we probably both have the same answer for this one.
Yeah, we've even talked about this earlier.
Yeah. So for a little bit of context, Chris and I, was it 2 months ago now? Something like that?
Around when it came out.
Yeah. We went to go see the Oppenheimer movie, and that was amazing. Our cameraman, Quim Graham, is in the background cheering. He also went to go see it with us. It was amazing. What'd you like about that experience? What made it like so good?
Well, it was just cool being in the theater. Like, it was, I don't know. I feel like a lot of it was like the sound design. I mean, obviously, like, you know, the bomb going off, like that sound. But like even just like the score, it was just so like well put together. And it really, I don't know, it just invoked like such a strong feeling. It was so impactful. Like literally just sitting after the credits rolled, like after the final scene. I'm not going to spoil anything, but it was pretty cool. Like just like the thought of like what could happen as a result of like, you know, the Manhattan Project.
Yeah.
And just being left with that at the end and just like sitting there, I was like, wow.
Agreed.
That was pretty crazy.
Like I'm not like a super emotional person while watching a movie, but like that's the most emotions I've had while watching anything. Like I could feel my heart racing, like during the countdown to the bomb. Like I was like strapped in. I was like, oh my God, the bomb's about to go off. And like my palms were sweaty. My heart was just racing. It was pounding. it was just such a cool experience. And as you said, with the soundtrack and the sound design, it was just, oh my God.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
Sucks we didn't get to see it in IMAX.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm sure they'll do like reruns of it or something at one point.
And we had some pretty good food while watching that movie. Is that right?
Yeah, I think we brought KFC into the theater, which is pretty cool.
Yeah. So did you have like fries in your top pocket right here?
Yes, I did. I wore like a little jacket, put fries in there, and you brought in your chicken sandwich.
Yeah, but like maybe 30 minutes before the bomb dropped, I ate a chicken sandwich from KFC. I just like pulled it out of my coat and I started eating a chicken sandwich.
I'm sure that only added to the experience.
Oh, it made it even better. That's why I had to add it to the best cinema experience. If you have the chance to be able to, go watch a movie with a chicken sandwich. It's amazing. Life-changing.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Add some fries with that too.
Yeah, we should start doing that like for every movie now.
Yeah, I'm down.
Don't send this video to any like movie people or any theaters. Because I couldn't think of the term. Don't send this to any theaters because they'll ban us.
Yep.
Do you have anything else to add?
Nope. I think we covered our tracks pretty well.
All right. Let's give it a whirl.
Oh, look at that.
Whoa!
It landed on favorite
movie
to end us off.
All right.
And here we got our Mouska tool.
So my favorite movie, I have a bunch. One of them is Spider-Man 2. As I said earlier, I really love this trilogy, and I feel like this one really stood out from it. I love Alfred Molina, and I love Tobey Maguire in it, and I thought their dynamic was great. I love the action shots, and it was just amazing overall. I also really like The Truman Show.
Oh yeah,
with Jim Carrey, and then I really liked Oppenheimer as well.
Yeah, those are really good picks. The Truman Show I've actually been meaning to watch for a while now and haven't really gotten around to it, but definitely soon. You just reminded me about it.
Oh wait, I almost forgot. I also really love Whiplash.
Oh, Whiplash?
Yeah, it's the one.
Oh, the band one, right?
Yes, the one with the drummer and J.K. Simmons.
Yep.
Is that his name? Yeah. I always like confuse it with J.K. Simmons and then J. Jonah Jameson.
Yeah,
I always feel like I'm mixing it up.
Because he is him.
Yeah.
He quite literally is him.
Yeah, in Spider-Man 2 and in all the other future Spider-Man movies, except for, is he still J. Jonah Jameson in Spider-Verse?
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt he is.
It's in the games he's not. But I think in all the movies he is.
Yeah, I'm sure he is. I don't
like
remember there being a J. Jonah Jameson in Spider-Verse, but I think there is.
I think there is in like the
when
first
he's talking
one.
about like Spider-Man in like the first one.
Oh wait, yeah, and also like at the end of the newest movie, he was talking on the radio.
Oh, was he? Okay.
I don't want to spoil what he was talking
Yeah,
about.
I was about to spoil something, and like I mean I know it's the first Spider-Verse movie, but like still try to keep it spoiler-free.
Yeah, but I think those 4 are some of my favorite movies.
Yeah, those are really good picks.
What about yourself?
Well, I feel like some of them definitely overlap with yours. Like you said, Oppenheimer's definitely up there. I know I talked about Interstellar earlier. Just a huge fan of that movie. Not a lot of things I feel could top that for me. As for like action movies, more like superhero, I kind of move towards like the DC side. I mean, obviously I love the Spider-Man movies, but I was a really big fan of The Batman. That
was a good movie.
Like the most recent one. That came out in like 2021, I think, or 2022.
No Dark Knight?
I actually haven't seen The Dark Knight.
Really?
Yeah, I need to watch that trilogy. But yeah, I'm a big fan of, I forgot his name, like Patrick something. I think that's his name. I don't know. But he was in Twilight, but he played as Bruce Wayne.
Oh yeah, forgot about that.
Yeah, but I was a big fan of that movie. It was just, there was a lot of cool scenes in there.
I agree. Well, is that all for the wheel for today?
I believe that is all.
All right.
All right, ending us off today. That was our movie episode of the Mid-Afternoon show. Of course, I would like to thank Mike here for joining me, even though we are co-hosts.
Did you tell our audience about the Mid-Afternoon podcast?
Oh, I forgot about that. Yep, we do have a podcast. First episode is actually out, I believe, on Spotify under Abington Cam. Just on Abington Cam on Spotify podcasts. If you want to give that check that out. I believe we talked about movies a little bit.
Yeah, we talked about movies, but our big thing was talking about the best fast food restaurants.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, I remember that now. But yeah, that was filmed a little while ago now. But yeah, definitely go check out that. There'll be more in the future. Obviously, check out all the other Abington Cam shows we have here on the YouTube channel. And yeah, this was Mid Afternoon Show, episode 3. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.